Hi guys, in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I'm gonna be continuing with my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2012 series. Currently we are on Season 4, Episode 15, City at War, and Season 4, Episode 16, Broken Foot. And I gotta say, both of those names sound very familiar to me as a fan of the 2003 TMNT series. Especially City at War, because if I remember correctly, City at War is like a three-parter in the 2003 series, and I think it's in Season 3. But also Broken Foot sounds kinda reminiscent as well of something from then. But I'm not as sure about that as I am for City at War. But I am pretty excited to continue with my reactions to TMNT 2012. I wanted to actually be done with Season 4 already, but some things got in the way, so it's been a couple of days since my last reactions, because I was going to be reacting to more episodes in the same day, and then on the day after that I was hoping to be done with Season 4, but it didn't turn out like that. But today I will be trying my best to be done with Season 4 and even get into Season 5, because I'm actually really excited to get into Season 5, because earlier today I was going through the Season 5 episodes because like a week ago or so I noticed that there's something weird about the naming of the episodes, because for some of the episodes they're kind of clumped together into one file and not in different files. So I looked why it's like that, and it turns out that just like for the 2003 series, the 5th season of TMNT was kinda ruined a little bit, or affected by meddling from executives or whatever has power over the creatives there, because the episodes of the season didn't end up airing how they were supposed to be airing. So once we get to Season 5, I'm gonna be reacting to the episode in the production order and not in the release order, just so you know. And I'll remind you about that once we get to Season 5. But I'm mentioning you this because I saw some of the names and the thumbnails for some of those episodes, and all of those seem really cool, so I'm really excited to get into Season 5. So I'm gonna try my best to kind of breeze through Season 4 as far as as quick as I can. And to be honest, I'm not sure how much I'm actually gonna enjoy this second half of the season now that we are not in space. It depends on where we're gonna go, but I really enjoyed the space arc, to be honest, just as much as like the farm arc in Season 3. Like, it just goes to show how changing the location a little bit just spices up this show so much more, because after a while being in the same 3 streets of New York, it just gets fucking old, you know? And the fact that we're now back in New York makes me a little worried about how much I'm gonna enjoy it, because for Season 3, as much as I still think it was like a better season, it was improved, admittedly, it definitely got less interesting to me once we left the farm compared to how much I was enjoying the farm. So I'm worried that the same thing is gonna happen for this 4th season. And I also kind of have an idea of what the storyline, or at least some events in this season, the rest of the season are gonna be like, so it's not like there's gonna be that much of a surprise there either. But to be honest, I only know little details. I don't really know the context or the resolution. So yeah, we'll see. But I am excited to see what we're gonna be doing, because now we're going back to the storylines that we left off in Season 3 with Karai, I think, back to normal? I mean, she's still mutated, but she's supposedly back to normal, so I'm curious where they're gonna go with that. But yeah, without further ado, I guess let's just start off the reaction with City at War in 3, 2, 1. Are we gonna have back the intro now?
Since we saved Earth and stopped the black hole generator, things have finally been cooling down. No more Triceratons, no more Krang, and best of all, no more Shredder and his goons.
I'm pretty sure he's not dead though.
So tonight, the night of the full moon, Master Splinter is performing a very special initiation.
Is she officially a Kunoichi? Okay, so we definitely have some new cool stuff in the opening. I really like those additions.
Can't believe I'm finally a full-fledged ninja!
Sure, you made it to the 3rd Dan, but there's still 7 more grades, each with different levels, so...
Don't rain on her ninja parade, Raph. It's amazing you made it to Kunoichi, April. Ignore everything Raph just said.
Yeah, I always do. Makes life way simpler.
Come on, ninjas, let's call it a night.
Let go! It hurts! Bro!
What is it, April? Karai?
My name is Shinigami. Do you know what my name
Shinigami?
means?
I've never heard of her. Man, the action is so good!
I can't believe you'd hit a lady.
Mikey, you already got one girl.
Living, breathing Kappa.
Leave one.
So cute.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Ain't so bad yourself.
Man, I love the handheld camera stuff. It makes the fight so good.
Your Tessin will do just fine.
You're gonna have to get it from me, witch!
Okay, that is the closest thing they could have said to instead of bitch. I love the edginess, man. I guess they had to do the Karai takes the Shredder spot, didn't they?
Is that Shredder?
No.
Karai.
But why is she bad? Didn't she get her mind worm removed?
Karai, I bring you the redhead girl's Tanto Blade.
So, Splinter finally made April a Kunoichi, eh? Kind of a shock.
What? Yes, she seems so frail and clumsy when you first look at her. Like a...
Are they a couple?
Well, this Kunoichi tracked your butt down, Karai! What are you doing anyway?
None of your business. Just go.
We'd like to know what's going on here, too.
Leo, calm down. The brainworm that was controlling me is gone. I'm not your enemy.
Oh? So then why did your crazy friend attack
Why are you
us?
wearing
It
the
was only
Shredder
a
thing
test to see
then?
her skills.
The Kuro Kabuto.
Shinigami's an old friend from Japan. She was never gonna
Friend.
hurt you.
At least not permanently.
She's telling the truth. That brainworm thing is gone. They're not after us. They're after...
Shredder.
Oh, she is mad.
Easy, April. Don't let that weirdo get to you. Calm down.
Okay.
Come on, this place
I really
is
want to know
lame
what's
anyway.
with that.
We're going to an awesome place. The
That thing
sewers.
that the Aeons gave to her. Why is it amplifying her worst tendencies? Isn't it doing the opposite for the Aeons? It was calming them down and making them normal and like rational.
Not only that, she's taken over Shredder's old lair. She's even wearing a version of his helmet.
This is most disconcerting, but her choices are her own. April? What troubles you?
I'm happy that Splinter at least got a pseudo daughter relationship with
They
April.
need more training.
Come. Perhaps it is time I taught you an advanced move called the Dragon's Tail.
I like Shinigami.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
She's cool.
What's this?
Just shoot her. It was working! Why didn't you continue using it? Man, the fighting is good! Oh!
Where is that coward hiding?
You do not get to make demands, girl.
Oh
Damn!
Ay, caramba.
Fuck yeah! Man, this episode is so good.
Cleverness only gets you so far. Take that rat down, Tiger Claw.
I'm loving the fights this episode. Why are they so good? They're actually really entertaining.
I always thought you were a spoiled, petulant child. This world will not mourn you.
Kick him in the nuts.
Tiger Claw!
Well, you can do that as well.
Always have to wait to the last minute, guys?
You are beaten. Your shell will hang in our new lair as a trophy.
I don't think so.
Damn, she kicked his ass?
Wow! The dragon tail! Right in the fur patch!
In the first match.
I hate it when they do that.
Me too, because it's just a cheap way to get them out of a location. Because it's literally fucking teleport.
Oh no.
Jesus, guys! We don't want to nuke New York. It's not called Nuke York.
April.
Wow, such a luxurious new lair.
I don't know if you can hear me,
Man,
Master,
I love the cinematic look.
Karai.
It makes this feel so much more epic than it already is.
Undo everything we have accomplished. She just destroyed our weapons cache. And I believe she's not going to stop there.
Man, he's really fucked up.
Once, it is a war she will get.
Man, why does this feel so fucking epic? Oh shit! Are they giving him mutagen? You know, he did the mutagen thing as a punishment to all his lackeys. But now he's doing it to himself as a power boost? Interesting. I gotta say though, this episode is definitely better than I expected it was going to be. Because, like I said, I expected that just like last season, after we were done with the location change for the season, it was going to be going back to normal, and it was still definitely going to be better than previous season, but it was still going to be less entertaining than the crazy hijinks that we had in the first part of the season. But unlike season 3, it seems like it's keeping the quality up, because this was an amazing episode. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. The fighting was amazing, the characters were amazing, the plot was engaging, the visuals were great. Like, this was a really, really good looking episode, man. And here at the end with the cinematic look, it really felt kind of epic. I don't know, I really like it. I really like this new layer where Shredder is getting his strength back up, and the vibe that I'm getting off of it just feels so epic. It feels like a fucking movie, man. I love it. I really fucking do. So you know how I said in the beginning that I was really excited for Season 5 and didn't care too much about the rest of Season 4? I'm definitely now a little bit more hyped for the rest of Season 4, man. But yeah, I honestly can't really talk about much of the individual stuff about this episode because all of it was so good, so I can't really pinpoint different things that I liked or disliked, because I pretty much liked everything. I liked that this was like kind of like an April character development episode because she finally became Kunoichi. But I liked that we also got back with Karai and reestablished her relationship with the turtles now that she's again back to normal, but she still wants to do her own thing. I like the introduction of this new character, Shinigami. She's really fucking badass. And yeah, like I said, I also like the fact that we now have kind of like 3 sides. Well, Karai is obviously allied with the turtles and they would help each other. It's still 2 separate teams who still work for their own goals. So I like that there is more teams. It's always much more fun when we have more than 2 sides to a conflict. That's why one of my favorite, I know it's a little bit unrelated, but one of my favorite seasons of Power Rangers is Operation Overdrive, because it has all these different factions that are fighting for the same or different goals. And I really like when that happens, when we have more than one faction that is, one is good and one is bad, because that makes the conflict in general much more gray, and the different factions makes them much more gray, especially if you actually execute it in a way where you might have like the goody goods and the baddie bads, but in between you could have some people who are good but want to do some bad things to help the world, or you have some bad people who have a noble goal but are willing to do some well, I mean the opposite, sorry. You have bad people who want to do bad things but are willing to do some good to get to where they're going, you know? So I just like more multi-directional conflicts like this. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where this season is going to go. I just really hope we don't get filler episodes in between, because I like the plot that this is kind of setting up, and I just don't really want it to be bogged down by filler episode that is not moving the characters or the plot or anything forward. But with this show, it's like 40% filler, and the filler is not necessarily bad, but I feel like it's badly placed. That's definitely a thing that I would say, because I would rather either for the filler to be in the beginning or the end, but not in between the episodes. That is really annoying to me. But yeah, I don't know. It was a really, really fun episode. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely one of my favorite episodes ever, and I honestly kind of want to give it a 10 out of 10. I don't think we've had a 10 out of 10 in a while, probably. Well, not really in a while. I think I might have gave a 10 out of 10 for the worm episode, but I genuinely really liked everything about this episode, so I kind of want to give it a 10 out of 10, just for that fact. Though, if you want like a more accurate and precise assessment of how I essentially would feel about this episode like a month from now, how much I'm actually going to remember it, it's probably more of a 9.4 to a 9.6 out of 10. But like I said, I am going to give it a 10 out of 10 just because of how fun it was and how much I loved it. But yeah, we still have one more episode to go through though, Broken Food. So let's get into that episode in 3, 2, 1. Hey, we're back with the 2.
Seriously? A temple?
It's a front for a money.
I love the fact that she's actually going to be like a character. I really like her.
Your dad was one messed up freak.
No shit.
But you are just a spoiled little girl.
And you're a Jackie Chan knockoff. Damn.
Miss me?
You always have to make a dramatic entrance.
I mean, yeah.
Look at it all.
Also, what's with the
Millions here.
Shredder should have kept it somewhere a
with the
little more
post-apocalyptic outfit, dude?
So what are we going to do with it? Do you know how much cool stuff we can buy?
Oh, come on! You could have donated it to charity at the fucking least! That is the dumbest thing you can do with those money.
Bet you anything that place was Shredder's.
Dudes, look at their faces.
That definitely looks like the handiwork of that crazy girl Karai's running around with.
Should we do something?
Why?
Not gonna defend your girlfriend, huh?
He was part of it.
Whatever, Raph. I'm out of here.
He wants to be part of Karai's
I don't know,
team.
Donnie. I got a weird feeling Leo's hiding something.
Like what?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, maybe something in relation to that event that you just saw on TV? He doesn't need a psychic to tell that.
We plant explosives, get out fast, and blow the place. Shredder will never know we're here.
Somebody will know we're here.
This isn't gonna be as easy.
Rocksteady. And Bebop, I was wondering where he was.
Oh, snap! You goo me with my own goo! That's sick, yo!
Let's do this.
Not now! Hell of a time you picked to show up.
Aw, man. We missed the battle? Lame, dude.
Oh
Be
no!
here somewhere.
The bombs! The bombs!
Guys, out!
Are they dead? Probably not, but... Fuck! See what you almost did, Leo?
Ralph, you okay?
Man, this shit is really going badly for the turtles this episode.
Now to shell some turtles.
It feels way too epic. It feels like kind of like a finale, man. It reminds me a little bit of that Bad Day episode from the 2003 series.
I have always warned you of vengeance.
I mean, it's not
disappointed in
vengeance.
Leonardo,
It's protecting the city,
but I am
though.
proud you had the courage to admit your wrongdoing.
If I had told the others what I was up to, they never would have gone into that building.
No, they probably would have gone with you.
Right that you should feel pain for your mistakes. But it is one thing to regret bad decisions after they are made. A leader must foresee how bad decisions lead to bad results.
I mean, to be honest, Splinter, it's your fault.
Leo.
That this happened in a way because he didn't want to tell the guys because of you.
I don't know. I guess I thought I could control the situation.
Karai's gonna do what she wants to do. You're supposed to be our leader.
Raph's right. I can't let you take this kind of risk.
You don't get to make that choice, Leo.
I need your help on this one, Leo. For old time's sake.
God damn it.
Sorry, Karai. Your charms won't work this time. We'll stop you if we
I like that he's at least aware of it this time.
Have it your way.
Why fight though? You guys are allies.
Just saying. That sounds more like me. Remember when I wanted to dress up as the Night Watcher vigilante and you talked me out of it?
You can always be Turf Lido's faithful sidekick, Maggot Boy.
Wait. Wait, what? Wasn't that in the 2007 movie? Oh, welcome screen. I swear, that was a thing that he did in the 2007 movie. I don't remember that in the 2012 series.
let them go, Tiger Claw.
Oh man, I think I know what's gonna be the thumbnail for this reaction. Whoa!
I feel like I'm making a habit of saving you lately.
Well, maybe if you could arrive 5 minutes earlier. Look out!
Man, I love the fighting! And the relationships between Leo and Karai and Mikey and Shinigami, it's so good.
I can't believe we're helping foot soldiers fight foot fox!
Yeah, but that's why it's so cool, Raph. Look how far this show has come.
We gotta shut down these robots or we won't stand a chance.
Wrong.
Don't stand above that, Karai.
What do you think you're doing?
This.
What?
Are you crazy? How convenient only the bad guys get fucked over by lava.
Ninjas, move!
Stop them, you fool!
Karai!
Thanks.
Oh fuck no! He's more like the Shredder than ever before.
Let me look at it.
I'm fine.
See what vengeance gets you? Oh. Well, that's nice to have.
I told you it was dangerous.
I told
Also,
you I was fine.
cool. Man, haven't heard the sound of that sewer cover thing in a while. Okay, so overall, I didn't like this episode as much as City at War, but I still thought it was a really fun episode. I love all the cast of characters right now. Like, it's so entertaining, and all the stuff that are happening in these episodes are so entertaining, man. I don't know how to describe it. It's hard for me to really describe it. The ways that I enjoyed this episode and the things that I think have improved, but I just love it. It's very entertaining. It's entertaining in a way that it hasn't been until this point. It's entertaining in a similar way to how Full Metal Alchemist 2003 and Generator Rex are entertaining. That's the best way I can explain it. Because this show felt, for the most part, bland to me. Even at its best, it still felt bland. Although, with each season, that blandness disappeared more and more. And that's also one of the reasons why I didn't want to react to this show. Because it didn't really feel interesting enough and not interesting enough for an adult to enjoy. Like, it didn't have enough substance to it. But these last 2 episodes have really had a lot more substance than even the previous 14 that we had in this season. It just feels like a show that also an adult can enjoy. Both which Full Metal Alchemist 2003 and Generator X have that feeling as well. And yeah, I just love how, I don't know, filled with stuff the episodes are. Because a lot of the time, the episodes in this show would feel, even though they're like 20 minutes, they would feel stretched out, and there would be some really boring parts in the episodes where I'm kind of just waiting for stuff to happen. But in these last 2 episodes, it's kind of non-stop content, you know? Non-stop, either plot, story, character moments. Like, it's non-stop. And it's really good. I really, really like these 2 episodes. Yeah, it's really good. And as I said, City at War was a little bit more exciting because we also got the introduction of this new character and seeing the new character dynamics and stuff. Whereas for this episode, we already had them established, so it wasn't necessarily as exciting, but it was still so cool seeing all these characters work together, like seeing the Turtles fight with this new Foot Clan, seeing Shinigami and Mikey work together, seeing Leo and Karai working together. It's so good. I really, really like this, man. It's so entertaining. And unless I change my mind for this video, the thumbnail is probably going to be a reference to the episode in which Tiger Claw was introduced. If I can make it work as a thumbnail, which I think I can, it's gonna be a really cool thumbnail in my opinion. I was thinking about what I would go for a thumbnail, but I feel like that would be a cool reference to that. Especially because we are essentially at that point of the 4th season that Tiger Claw was introduced in the 2nd. So it's even better reference because of that. But yeah, 2 very enjoyable episodes so far, and now I'm really, really excited to continue. But admittedly, I don't really have too much to say about this 2nd episode. It's really annoying that whenever I actually enjoy something, I actually have less to say about it. Like, for some reason, I've kind of trained my brain to really look for things that are bad and for things that I don't enjoy, so I can actually say a lot of things about them. But whenever it comes to actually praising the good stuff, it's a little harder, especially if the whole product is good. Because usually the way I kind of tell whether things are good or bad is by contrast, but when you have all the things are being good, it's hard to tell that. So yeah, I enjoyed pretty much everything about these 2 episodes, but I can't really tell you much about their different details, but I definitely liked City at War a little more. And like I said, for that one, it's a 10 out of 10. For this one, I feel like the accurate rating for this episode is probably like a 9.4 out of 10. Whereas, well, no, the rating that I want to go with for this reaction is going to be a 9.4 out of 10. But I feel like overall, down the line, I'll probably think this episode is more like a 9 out of 10. So, I don't know. I don't know why I've decided today to rate episodes like this, but pick your rating, I guess, whichever you prefer. But yeah, pretty fun episode. Really excited to continue. So yeah, what did you guys think about these 2 episodes? Comment your thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon. Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, and Shenches. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me and have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything, and that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos for my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where I can pledge your support and help keep the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!